My name is Kalen Ferguson. I am a native of Tulsa, Oklahoma. I grew up on the north side of Tulsa. I didn't come from a two-parent home. Mom was a little bit older when she had me. Dad was in prison when I was born. I'm not going to say my home was completely broken, but it was definitely not well put together. At the age of 31, she had me and she decided she was going to go to college, take off on her career, but she was going to leave me behind, right? So it made me really feel like I was abandoned. Like I didn't have parents, so I would go to like school functions, I would go to events and things like that, and I would feel really left out because my friends' mothers were present and mine just wouldn't show up. I was emotionally unstable. Like I'm gonna say I didn't even know how to love properly because I felt like I wasn't loved. Like everyone was giving me love, of course, but I just longed for that love from my mother and I wasn't receiving it. And just seeing it being given to the other kids around me and I didn't have that for myself, it made me feel a type of way, started making me feel like, well, nobody loves me. I had a lot of behavior issues because of it. I would act out seeking attention because of it, because I wasn't getting that attention at home. I knew nothing about mental health. And I feel like if I had known about it, then maybe I could have prevented whatever I was going through a little sooner, or even talked to somebody just to find out why I'm feeling like this or why I'm going through these type of things. And it just wasn't presented at that time to us like I feel like it should have been. One of my aunts, she actually brought it to the realization for me that I was emotionally unstable because at this point I didn't know what was going on. She's like, your emotions are out of whack. Like it is, and it's just what it is. And you gotta face that fact, you know? And she would always encourage me to journal. She'd give me ledgers, like to plan out things. She'd give me journals to write. Like, this is a way for you to get it out. If you don't feel like you can go outside and scream, or, you know, I know you may feel like you wanna fight, but fight those words and put them on the paper. I started writing down the things that I were going through and reflecting back. So like every time I would go through something, I would write it down and then I would reread over it and I would tell myself like, I'm not gonna go through this again. I cried a lot. You know, people say that crying is for the weak, but you know, the crying is what really made me strong because I had to get it out. You know, being a single mom today, I've always made sure that I reassure my son that I love him, that I am here and I'm not going anywhere, and that he can come to me whenever, however, wherever, you know, at any time. I always leave that open door, and I want him to feel comfortable enough that he knows his mama got his back, you know, because I didn't have that feeling. My whole life changed, you know, and that was because I kept my faith very strong, prayed a lot, cried a lot. So like I said, again, it's okay not to be okay. Just own that and build from that and go harder because of that. Don't soften up, go hard.